Hey, it's David Farmer, and today we're talking about Facebook sales events. Facebook sale events have been growing in popularity. Many dealerships around the country are utilizing them. Many advertising agencies, digital agencies are promoting them to dealers. The reason they have become so prominent is they are very successful when done right. And today we're going to kind of dig into the different technologies that you can use inside of Facebook to be able to support a sales event at your dealership, and also expand outside of Facebook and look at other ways you can support this through the Google marketing platform. So let's go ahead and dig in. So the Special Operations Digital Event, this is what we as Entice bring to the marketplace, and this is what we bring to our dealers. And there's a few different components of this. Number one, of course, yes, we are utilizing Facebook. We are utilizing the different ad types that are available. And I think this is one of the things that you're going to find is a differentiation between what we bring to dealers versus many other agencies, where we're really tapping into our 10 years of experience with the Google marketing platform and creating technology for dealers. So we're going to include the Facebook, Instagram message ads. We are going to include Facebook and Instagram VDP ads. We're also going to incorporate carousel style advertisements with dealership specials ads incorporated in those ad units themselves. And then we're going to move on to the Google marketing platform and create some support utilizing that platform as well. So Google Display VDP inventory ads, Google Display specials ads, and then we also have our SRP ads, which we're going to get into today during this video, what a VDP ad unit is and what an SRP ad unit is. So the digital event is going to be supported by a event Facebook page. We have live BDC agents that's going to be able to chat directly in the Facebook Messenger platform. And all of those contacts are ultimately going to be converted into a lead that's going to be delivered right to your CRM via an ADF XML lead. We also have an integration with the Entice incentive platform, so you can use a very strong incentive to incentivize customers from Facebook to visit your dealership showroom with a $25 Visa reward card. So that's part of this entire platform. Now, one of the things that allows us to be extremely successful for our dealers is the customers that we are targeting on Facebook, Instagram, and through the Google marketing platform. So we request that the dealership share with us 3 years previous sales. So we're going to take those customers from your database, and through Facebook and through Google, we're going to do a customer match, meaning that we're going to find all of those customers on that list, or as many of the customers as we can, on Facebook and on the Google display network. And then we're going to take those customers based on all the parameters that Google and Facebook have for those customers. We're going to do a lookalike audience, and we're going to bring that into that lookalike modeling audience. We're also going to take the Entice Pixel, have that installed on your dealership's website, as well as the Facebook and Google Pixel, all incorporated into one simple implementation on your dealership's website. That's going to allow us to do retargeting from your dealership's website on Google and also on Facebook. And then we can take that audience and we can do some modeling to make sure that we're going to utilize that data and create that lookalike audience. We can also look at your PMA, your programmed market area, look at all auto intenders. Now, both Google and Facebook do a very good job of isolating online intender activity. So what what they're researching, what they're looking at on Facebook, on Google, what URLs they're typing into Google search, what keywords, all of these things are going to go into creating these auto intender audiences. So we're going to target auto intenders as identified by Google and Facebook right in your area. So all of that information is going to go into that targeting. So let's go ahead and look a little bit at the Facebook ad types that we have available. So the first one, and really the cornerstone of these types of events, is the message ads. So the messenger ad allows us to be able to present the offer to the customer and then have them communicate directly inside of Facebook using Facebook Messenger. And like I mentioned before, we do have live BDC trained agents ready to immediately engage customers and move them into appointment setting activity and ultimately offer up an event certificate to have them visit the dealership showroom. Now, what we found with all the different ads that we've ran for these messenger events, the most successful are going to include people in these ads. So on your Facebook page, if you have customers taking delivery and they've signed off to be able to utilize their images on your Facebook page, we highly recommend using those in your Facebook Messenger ads. It's going to be able to kind of associate a customer, a happy customer taking delivery of a new vehicle with the Messenger ad itself. If customer images are not available, we also have some stock type of photo that's available for your manufacturer that includes people. And that's a very successful way to engage customers right on Facebook with these messenger ads. And of course, we pair it with the event branding. And generally we will have 5 or 6, 7 different variations of that messenger style ad to be able to keep some variation when we're presenting those ads to consumers. Now, we're going to throw out some big hooks to get customers engaged, talking about getting $5,000 over KBB if that's something that you approve of, $1,000 more for your vehicle than any other dealership in the area. We can do 0% financing, no payments for 90 days, $199 a month, trade in, trade up, same payment. But we have a lot of ad content that we've done A/B testing with, multivariant testing to identify what is the most successful. And another thing that you should be aware of is that Facebook also does those multivariant testing on what works and what doesn't work and where customers are really engaging with content. And they will, right in that Facebook interface, if they don't feel that ad type is something that is going to be extremely relevant for their users, they're not going to allow your dealership and your advertising platform just to blast that ad out. They'll actually throttle the ability. So it's very important to be able to have multiple variant testing of these different ads, limiting some of the text that's in that ad itself, serving up different photo image variations of those ads. So if you have in the past ran Facebook sales and you haven't been successful, you might want to take a closer look at the agency that you've worked with and make sure that they've had multiple variants, that they've had different tests going on with the text in that ad unit, and making sure that you're getting good placement and that you're getting a good frequency rate and you're getting a lot of impressions. All of those things are going to go into the success of a Facebook event, making sure that you have good content that Facebook and Google will like. So we also support that with our VDP inventory ads. Now, this by itself is a standalone product that we offer dealers, but because we've developed our own Facebook inventory ad units, we can include them in these events. Even if it's just a 10-day event, we'll do the work, we'll build out these inventory ads, we'll build out a custom frame that is an overlay on top of each of the vehicles with that event logo and the event content, which really creates a bunch of support for the Facebook event itself. So it's some advanced advertising technology to support your Facebook event, utilizing your inventory right in the system. Additionally, so we have the messenger ads, we have those VDP inventory ads, and actually, let me just take a moment maybe to slow down a little bit. So the inventory ads, this is what we do for those. So we have the ability to bring your inventory into our technology. We work with HomeNet. We have some other ways to be able to get that through other various providers, but we're able to standardize that inventory feed, which we update every 6 hours, and we bring it into our system and sync it up with a Facebook catalog. That allows us to integrate all of the inventory that you have, updated every 6 hours, making sure that we have the right inventory. Now, we take this a next level, and we get the Facebook pixel, and we incorporate that into the code that's placed on your dealership's website. This allows Facebook to identify the searches that customers are taking on your dealership's website. SRP searches, VDP searches, they're going to identify what type of vehicle customer that customer is, that browser on your website is. So if it's an SUV customer, if it is a truck customer, if it's a sedan customer, if it's a Camry, Corolla, Tacoma customer. If things are set up properly with that Facebook pixel and the catalog of your inventory inside of Facebook, you're going to be able to personalize the inventory that gets served up in these inventory ads right on Facebook and on Instagram, creating an extremely relevant ad that is going to encourage the customer to click through and ultimately either message the BDC agents to schedule an appointment for the event, or to click through and go right to your dealership's website. Now, the Facebook, Instagram event ad special ads. So what we do is we work with our dealers. We have them supply us an ad special for every model line that you have in stock, or the chosen model line if you just want to go with core product. But really, the more the better. We can include offers such as special lease offers, rebates, cash prices, anything that you would like to do, incorporating into this Facebook event. We create a carousel style ad unit, and we incorporate all of the vehicles and those ads right into Facebook. And of course, we include that event logo that we create for your dealership's event, really, again, supporting the entire event right on Facebook. And really the more variations that we can include, from inventory ads to ad specials, the more effective this overall campaign is going to be. So in addition to what we do on Facebook and Instagram, which is everything we just discussed, we also support that on the Google marketing platform. So it's very important to understand that the Google Display Network includes over 2 million different websites and applications where we can have your ads appear. So we're not going to have your ads appear outside your program market area. So we're going to be able to include customers that are visiting those websites in the Google Display Network as long as they're close to your dealership. That's going to include the same type of targeting that we talked about earlier, where we can get 3 years worth of sales. We match those customers with individuals on the Google Marketing Network. We do auto intenders, we do lookalike audiences, and we do retargeting. So all of these advanced technologies are incorporated into this 10 or 15-day event that we supply for you. We include our VDP retargeting. Now, this is this is a technology that we have pioneered. We started working on this about 8 years ago. And again, we are taking your inventory, bringing all of those vehicles into the Entice platform. We sync our database and our technology with the Google Marketing Platform, or Display Video 360, that enterprise level marketing suite that's available through Google. And we take our code, our Entice pixel, put that on your dealership's website, and we track individual vehicle searches for VDPs, model line searches for SRPs, and then we're going to tailor the content in these ad units to the searches that are done on your dealership's website. We include up to 6 different images of the individual vehicles themselves based on the image feed that we get from your dealership's website. So vehicles that will, customers that go to your website, search vehicles, we're going to take those vehicles and 6 images from that VDP and incorporate that right into these ad units. And then we finish it with a nice image of the dealership with that dealership's branding, really making this event look gigantic. So really adding a whole lot of credibility to these events that we put on for our dealers. In addition, we have our SRP retargeting. That's where we're going to use the $25 Visa reward card offer inside these ad units. So we can incorporate these beauty shots of all the different vehicles that you have, that you offer for your new vehicles. And we include the $25 Visa reward card offer to visit your dealership during the sale dates. So that's all included as well. Google Auto Intender targeting. This is where we take those ad specials and incorporate them into these ad special display ads. Got 4 different ad sizes, and we incorporate all of the different ad specials into these ad units. Again, making this event look huge, make it look like it's a tier 1 event that's special just for your dealership. In addition, we have all 4 of those different ad sizes. You can see an example of all the different ads that we are creating. And then again, we are creating a special Facebook event page. This is where customers are going to be able to see the branding. They could go directly to that page. They can message right from that page as well. And it's going to give us all of the data for the success of these programs. We're also going to include an event certificate that we're going to provide to customers right through Facebook Messenger, or if they register for the event through the Facebook page or your dealership's website. Multiple different ways where they can register and get this certificate. The certificate is going to be matched up to the program dates at your dealership, but it really becomes kind of the conduit or the ticket for that customer visiting the dealership and receiving the $25 Visa reward card system. So that is the Special Operations Facebook full digital event. These events are, like I said, very popular. Many agencies are providing. If you've ran a Facebook event in the past, maybe it's been successful, maybe subsequent times it's not been as successful, you might want to take a look at all the supporting advertisements that you're getting. Now, the last thing that we're going to talk about before we get wrapped up today is the Facebook attribution reporting. So this is another service that we provide included in these digital events. After the event is completed, we're able to supply you a report of all of the vehicles that you sold during the program dates. We can actually, we get them from you. We upload them into the Facebook attribution system. And what they'll do is they'll take those customers, they'll match them to Facebook users. They'll then look and see what Facebook users interacted with ads. So we're actually going to be able to kind of tie a ad impression, an ad engagement to an individual sale. And we've had dealerships 40, 50, 60 cars sold specifically just through the program, the program dates matched up with those impressions. So highly successful Facebook full digital events. As always, we really appreciate your time sitting through and participating and watching our videos. This video plus a bunch of other ones are going to be available at entice.com.